Start now. Take a small box, or a cup. Find 3 random things nearby, put them inside, close your eyes and shake the container. Now, open it and look at what you have. Paperclip. Tea bag. Single key. Your task is to invent a short story that connects all 3 items. This simple prompt takes less than a minute to complete. It acts as a warm-up for your mind. It encourages your brain to forge new connections between unrelated objects. This small, playful action is the very first step toward unlocking the creative thinking that already exists within you. It proves that creativity can be accessed quickly and without any special tools or talent. Many people hold the belief that creativity is a rare gift. They think it is reserved for painters, musicians, famous inventors. This is a myth. Creativity is a fundamental human skill that helps us in every part of life. Creative thinking is the simple act of looking at something familiar and seeing something new. It is about connecting dots that no one else has connected before. This does not always lead to a groundbreaking invention or a masterpiece painting. More often, it shows up in small, meaningful ways. New recipe from leftovers, a clever fix for a persistent software bug, a more engaging way to explain a hard idea to a child. Creative thinking powers progress, big and small. At its core, playful, curious engagement with the world, willingness to experiment without fear of being wrong, asking simple questions that challenge the status quo. What if we did the opposite? Why not combine these 2 ideas? How else could we approach this problem? These questions open doors. They move you from passive observer to active shaper of reality. It's not mysterious, it's a skill anyone can learn and practice. Divergence. Generate many ideas, fast. Convergence. Evaluate and combine into the best solution. The first habit to build is making small, deliberate experiments. Think of your day as a laboratory for tiny tests. You do not need to overhaul your entire workflow or reinvent a product from scratch. Instead, try one small change and observe the outcome. Alter the subject line of a single email to see if it gets a faster response. Take a different route on your walk home and notice what new things you see. These small experiments are low risk and high reward. They teach you quickly what works and what does not. They build your confidence to try bigger things later. The second habit is to ask simple, powerful questions. Good questions are the keys that unlock new rooms of possibility. Ask questions about the things you take for granted. Before starting a task, ask, what if we remove this step? When looking at a product, ask, who else might find this useful? When you feel stuck, ask, what is the silliest idea we can think of right now? Keep a running list of these questions in a notebook and refer to them often. The third habit is to use limits to liberate your ideas. Constraints often fuel creativity rather than stifle it. Infinite time, unlimited resources, endless options. Tight boundaries force your mind to become resourceful. Solve a problem with a strict time limit, 10 minutes. Design using only 3 colors. Design using only 2 simple tools. These limitations create a focused puzzle for your brain to solve. Many elegant, innovative solutions came from necessity and tight constraints. Exercise A is called the odd object story, and it takes just 5 minutes. Look around you right now and pick one ordinary object. It could be a stapler, a water bottle, a houseplant, or a shoe. Now your task is to write a single, compelling sentence that positions this object as the hero of an epic story. With a final decisive click, the valiant stapler bound the torn pages of the secret treaty, saving the kingdom from chaos. The goal here is not to write a masterpiece, but to practice personification and narrative linking. This exercise trains your brain to see the hidden potential and story in everything around you. Exercise B is 6 hats in 10 minutes. Take a single sheet of paper and divide it into 6 sections. 6 colored hats, each labeled facts, feelings, risks, benefits, new ideas, wild idea. Facts, what do we know? Feelings, what is my gut reaction? Risks, what are the downsides? Benefits, what are the upsides? New ideas, what are some creative alternatives? Wild idea, what is the most outlandish possibility? For the next 10 minutes, spend about 1.5 minutes on each hat. Writing from these distinct viewpoints forces you to look at the problem from multiple angles quickly. Exercise C, the process swap, takes about 15 minutes and is excellent for improving a workflow. Choose 2 routine tasks you perform regularly. For example, making coffee and answering your first 3 emails of the day. Write down the steps for each process side by side. What if you wrote your first email while the coffee was brewing, instead of waiting? or apply your email's 3-sentence rule to how you describe your coffee preference. One of the fastest ways to jumpstart your creative thinking is to stop waiting for abstract inspiration and start using the real world as your prompt. Your immediate environment is a treasure trove of ideas waiting to be noticed. Look at the familiar with a new sense of curiosity. Spend 2 minutes asking yourself, what are 10 other things this object could do if it wasn't used for its intended purpose? A fork could be a miniature garden rake. A pen could be a dowel for a tiny kite. A key could be a makeshift screwdriver. Take a 5-minute noticing walk. Leave your phone and any other distractions behind. Identify 3 things that seem odd, out of place, or interesting. It could be a weed in a crack, a strangely colored door, or an unusual pattern of shadows. For each thing you notice, come up with one new use or one short story about it. Pick a random color, bright orange, and spend 3 minutes naming 5 things that would change if they were bright orange. Objects, processes, relationships. What if your reports were orange, your coffee, your boss's feedback in orange font? This silly exercise forces unusual connections and considers ripple effects. Ondasur denser, quadraker denser, ondakar densible de la core of innovative thinking. These real-world prompts are immediate and concrete. They bypass the mental block of I don't have any ideas by giving you a tangible starting point. Regularly doing this trains your brain to see the world as a dynamic system full of things to question, recombine, and reimagine. This shifts your default mode from passive consumption to active creation. To support your creative practice, you only need a few simple tools. The most powerful is a small notebook and a pen. Carry it with you everywhere. Building a creative habit is not about finding large, empty blocks of time. It is about weaving small, consistent creative moments into the fabric of your existing day. Before you check your email, spend 2 to 5 minutes on a quick creative warm-up, naming 3 new uses for a spoon, imagining your day as a character in a movie. Next, schedule a short 10-minute idea session into your calendar. Treat it like any other important appointment. Use a timer. During this session, focus on a single small challenge. 3 ways to make a weekly meeting more engaging. 3 new healthy snacks to try this week. Consistency matters more than brilliance in any one session. Share one small thing each day. A photo, a 1-sentence idea, or a question. Send it to a friend, a family member, or a trusted colleague. Sharing makes your work feel real and opens you to feedback that makes ideas bigger. Combine the 3 actions, a morning prompt, a timed idea session, a daily share. This routine can take as little as 15 minutes per day. Over a month, it compounds. Generating ideas becomes natural. You'll start to see creative opportunities everywhere. In the workplace, creative thinking is often mistaken for large-scale workshops. Its true power lies in daily tasks and team dynamics. Start meetings with a 1-minute prompt. Name one thing in the room that could metaphorically solve the main problem. It breaks the ice, flips the team into collaboration, and boosts imagination. Creativity is a habit, not a lightning strike. Following a simple, structured plan for 30 days can permanently change how you solve problems. The plan is easy to follow, just 15 to 20 minutes a day. The key is consistency. Here's a week-by-week guide. Week 1. Do a 5-minute prompt each morning. Try the odd object story or a noticing walk, then write 1 sentence. Week 2. Keep the morning prompt and add a 10-minute every other day idea session. On alternate days, run 1 tiny test. Try 1 subject line and note what happens. Week 3. Share 1 idea or observation each day and make 1 small change based on feedback. Week 4. Choose the idea that excites you most and spend 15 minutes a day making it tangible. Sketch it, write a paragraph, build a quick cardboard prototype, then show it to someone. Days 29 and 30, review your notebook and reflect on what worked, what you enjoyed, and what you learned. This final step turns the 30-day challenge into a lifelong habit. Let's begin this journey together, one small creative act at a time. You can build your creative thinking capacity just like a muscle, with small reps every day.